Now then, Christmas video here on episode 2 of the Full Throttle season in place of the Ferrari season on the Nintendo Switch version of Asphalt 9 Legends. And yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone who's watching this now, or maybe a little bit after Christmas. Maybe feel festive and give the gift of a like or a subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. But I give a rundown through these quests, kind of point out a few of the places where they're doable, especially one where there's a glitch for it. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good time this season. And yeah, just in case anyone's missing the text on these episode 2 quests here, but reach top 3 in holiday celebration events. That's a weird one because right now there's only a couple more days left in the current holiday celebration events, so I would hope they're going to add in an additional piece for that, because otherwise that's going to become undoable pretty quickly, especially as people are going to be buying this Legend Pass throughout this season. And that's a weird one, but it is just those daily events which are holiday celebration coming first in those effectively, which, you know, is quite easy to do. It's just that they will go away soon. Perform 21 seconds of nitro time in a single race in a Maserati. That's just pick a long track with a Maserati and use a fair bit of nitro. Cool car that, and it was just available in the car hunt not that long ago. Drift 2021 meters in a single race using the Aventura SV Coupe. Again, that's the car that was in the car hunt just prior to the Maserati, so handy enough. Most people should have those, which are the big legend points earners of this episode. Get 2021 rep with your club. Yeah, that's just play the game. Apply import parts, 1 of 8. If you watched another video of mine, I just got myself a Remix Z2, so I'll be throwing some import parts onto that one for the Grand Prix. 105 in Quantum Jumps in New York. Now, I know that the Quantum Jumps is available in the British season part of the career, but I'll just take a look to see exactly where that one's gettable. No, not too difficult to grind here with this one. Finish first in San Fran, and yeah, like, it's just one race, and to be fair, a lot of the lobbies have been quite small recently, so that's kind of going to give you a benefit of this. If you're going with 2 or 3 racers, you're only going to need to beat 1 or 2 people. Form 5 360s in a single Grand Prix race. Yeah, the Grand Prix that's on at the moment is a unlimited one as far as I know for the C2. I haven't actually done a race yet in the thing, but 5 360s in a single race should be no trouble really. Now get to the top 3 in multiplayer in Cairo. Again, it's not too bad because it's top 3, so if you get a lobby with just yourself and 2 other people, that's a guaranteed getting that. All you have to do is just get to Cairo for that one realistically, and the same here with finish races in Shanghai, so just spamming up multiplayer for a bit. You need 1 win in San Francisco, 3 top podium finishes in Cairo, and then just 5 races in Shanghai. So yeah, it's just spam out a bit of multiplayer over the holiday season. Now this is the one I definitely say you'd be better off to just kind of cheese it a small bit. Destroy 5 or fewer objects in a single race in the Caribbean. The thing is, Caribbean, most variants of it have a lot of items on there, so you might be better off just doing that trick where you can start a race, wait for your car to just explode, get timed out, and DQ'd at the starting line. So just anything Caribbean, and do not move from that starting line until you get DQ'd. And yeah, when the car explodes, you'll be awarded that destroy 5 or fewer objects, because you don't need to finish the race with that. It just has to be exactly that. Yeah, don't go over items. And the Caribbean in particular is a very difficult stage to avoid objects on some of the layouts for it anyway. Now the last one, proper easy here. 5 perfect nitros in a single race. Any car that's 2 stars or greater will reward that last 106 legend points there. This Quantum Jumps quest though, we'll start off with it. It's 105 in a single race, and the thing is, it is in the Full Throttle season and as race number 2. The only thing is, like, here you've got the Vensart, the DSE 10s, and the Roadster, which are all fine to get that time with. But say, if you're missing any of those cars, you might find it a tiny bit easier to look at it in the British season. Quantum Jumps is in sight here as well. So, and the thing with this is, yeah, you get access to a whole lot more cars. Pretty much everything out of the British season was available, all the way up to, like, yeah, the McLaren Senna, say, and the Aston Martin Valhalla concept car. Definitely might be a bit easier to get the time in that, providing of course that you've gotten that far in the career and that you have, yeah, a few of the Brit cars. It's just that, like, yeah, it'll be a tiny bit easier with this. trying to think the extra requirements for this is getting just the perfect nitros in the race. So yeah, and just be kind of pop out 5 of those in the Senna to click off 2 quests straight away. But yeah, definitely, while it's doable in the full throttle, it's, you know, it's as easy to kind of do it here, especially with the extra kind of larger range of cars. The Ventus Art is incredibly powerful and fast, but yeah, if you're stuck with the DS E10s or that i8, I definitely would say you'll probably have an easier time of getting it using the British season placement of this. It does appear in a few different chapters of the career as well, but definitely that full throttle version of this track is just really, it probably has the most limited selection of cars. I'm just spamming out the perfect nitros here. Just need 5, but yeah, the Senna is so overpowered for this time. It should be absolutely no bothers whatsoever to go above and beyond with it. Absolutely any excuse that I get as well to break out the 6-star version of this car. It's definitely always been one of my faves. The game went out reset. It should be more than perfect for this. Definitely, like, yeah, exceptionally capable car. And yeah, even though this one is a time attack, and still count with relative ease for that 22 seconds to go, even with, like I said, running it off the track. But yeah, definitely I would go there for that, just to make this, yeah, that bit easier. Tier 21 unlocked, and give me those 5 perfect nitros as well. 62 points, nice. Now, this Grand Prix related thing, the 5 360s, and yeah, apply import parts. Actually, I'm pretty sure with this Grand Prix that the car you get is golded out, but yeah, I'm gonna charge up my C2 anyway, just for the sake of having, yeah, got the key for that. And yup, it's definitely one that I can get some, yeah, import parts onto there handily enough. It'll sort out some of my daily quests as well, but yeah, this is one that I have no real issues with throwing as many upgrades as I can onto. Just got us to that 2nd star. Those packs seem to have a really, really low drop chance for yeah, the actual blueprints from them. The key wasn't too bad for me. If you see in my other video, I mean, it wasn't too bad. I am down 8,000 tokens, but there we go. That's the 8 import parts exactly put onto that. Tier 22 unlocked easily enough, and somebody watching their mouth might be a good idea. Don't get a ban. Let's see though. Now I'm gonna bring this one into a Grand Prix and just, yeah, hit it up with 5 360s in a race. Realistically, I mentioned it, but I'm not doing like any videos to this Grand Prix. In my opinion, the best prizes are not the ones from the actual Grand Prix, but the practice runs itself are where it's kind of at. Yeah, there is the skip 1000 here. That's thankfully not tokens, that's credits, so don't fret too much if you accidentally click on that. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Well, actually, like, I'm just doing the practice to get these conditions done, because of the fact that I believe this one's unlimited, so you can just race away in this GP to your heart's content as many times as you want. But yeah, I am just going to blast in here, do finish race, 4 nitro bottles, my stunts, I'll get those, and then pop back at the finish line. Yeah, for the 360s, 5 360s, even if you need to just throw away one run, just blast out as many 360s as you can and get that one done. And yeah, with the number of steps on that first stage anyway, even at 24 seconds, so very, very easy to knock out that. Yeah, 5 360s, I mean, it's no real ask. It's just mash that brake button while you're driving. I did just want to mention one thing with regards to tokens and these. There was a change recently with the weekly competition, and yeah, it would have changed, and people probably noticed that, yeah, you now got like the solo rewards, which is just 20 tokens times 3. And then the rank rewards don't actually give like the tokens anymore on this side, which obviously means that for some players that's a reduction in tokens. Say, even for me, it's, The old system here, I would be getting, yeah, the 100 tokens. So I'm down 40 tokens. However, with that new system that's in place, you pretty much have every single person now able to get 60 tokens. Whereas this old system, while it was pretty cool if you were in that top 1%, top 5%, you have to see the fact that effectively only the players who were in the top 20 matched what the new system was giving people. So like, you, to turn a profit, you had to be in the top 15% or 10% even, and then up to the top 1% to actually get it. But say, if you were to take a look at how that system kind of breaks down, I have it here across on the other side of the screen. So if you were to take a group of 100 racers using the old system, and take that percentages into play. So the top 1%, which would be one racer in that scenario, gets 100 tokens. Then there's 4 racers between that from the top 5% to the top 1 who will get 90 tokens. 10 racers getting 80, 15 racers getting 70, and then just 20 racers getting 60 tokens. So that's the people who would be at or above the new system's level of tokens. But so then as you go beyond that top 20% mark, that's where you start to have people getting less tokens than the new system. So going down from the 60 tokens, you've got 5 players who'll get 50, 5 getting 40, and then there's the big brackets at the end. So 20 players getting 30 tokens, 25 players getting 20, and 25 players in that bracket getting just 10 tokens. So yeah, if you were to add up all of the tokens available in a group of 100 from the old system, you get a total, as seen there on the left hand side, of 3,310 tokens given out to any 100 players who participate in this. With the new system, realistically, most cars can win the race at least, and that's all you need to do to be able to actually get access to those tokens, is win the race 3 times. So that means that effectively all 100 players who are taking part in it would potentially be able to like win, because it's not against each other, it's now just against win that race. And yeah, obviously if you've got all 100 racers all winning those 60 tokens, you can get a potential of 6,000 tokens out of the way the new system is worked out. So while it does appear that obviously players at the top will get 40 less tokens, yeah, across the entire grid, like, yeah, it's definitely a net gain for players, because you can see there it's just effectively everything below the top 20% is getting the same. But yeah, there's like 25% of players here just getting 10 tokens, another 25% of players here getting just 20 tokens, and even again up to the top 50% they're just getting 30. So that's like, even, you know, you've got half the players there that getting significantly less than half the new rewards. So yeah, it's actually a really fair system. I'll collect my last 100 from the old system though, and a farewell to that one. And yeah, like I said, sure, I'm less 40 tokens, but you know, overall this is way better for the players. Now, these quests here to know: perform 21 seconds on nitro time in the Maserati, and the top 3 in holiday celebrations events. Now, in the dailies event, that does count to the one that's called Holiday Celebrations, which is that count up all the way through the season. It's on day 10 of 11 as of recording this on Christmas Eve. But there is also the thing called holidays and races in that count as well. That's one where you can get like a lot of tokens if you've got the Grand Sport, the Evo Spider, or like in Hypersport. However, in the actual holiday celebration event, there is also the option inside here to use that Maserati. So like, you could get the nitro time with this one. Now, it's not exactly a long race, and the thing with the Maserati is it doesn't have crazy great nitro generation. So like, you might find it a small bit tight to get 24 seconds of nitro time while still getting a top 3 position. But at the same time, even without going for the best time, say, it might be worth a while just throwing one race in this, at least attempting it, because yeah, I'm having to repeat this race over and over again just for the sake of getting the quests complete. So just fire off extra 360s wherever possible, kill as many AI as possible, and yeah, any time where I'm not going to be in contact with anytime where pretty much I'm just going to be using just normal yellow nitro. Don't want to finish the race too quickly, but yeah, I am still obviously going to try and podium this, but I think it should be possible to get 20 seconds here. While I even got to grind against the wall a bit to lose some speed while still getting nitro, just so that like winning the race isn't too difficult. It is just a case of the race is quite short to try to get that 20 seconds or so. I think most of that race was in nitro state. Should be possible. Let's see, 40, yeah, because it's 46 seconds long. However, let's see. Yeah, so yeah, it is possible to get that Maserati time done in one of the holiday runs if you do it in that holiday celebrations event. Like I say, if you've got that Maserati, I'm just going to do this one a bunch more times to get that top 3 in holiday celebrations finished. So need to burn that one out 6 more times, and I'll be getting the reputation as well while doing that. So presumably these 2 are going to be finished in the next jump cut. Now, and there we go, that's the top 3 in holiday celebration, giving me tier 24, and yeah, the 2021 rep gain for the club as well, gained with that same race. So a few more quests ticked off there. Now for this Drift 2021 in the Lamborghini SV Coupe, yeah, like you're gonna want to try and find the earliest place in the career where you can get access to that. Now one of the earliest places I found here, a very start of chapter 3 Ultimate Experience season. It's available, and race number 3, Path of the Wind in Scotland. Yeah, definitely one. It should be long enough to get this. It doesn't need to be winning this race or anything, so what I'm effectively going to do here is just put the car into touch drive and then hold that B button the entire race while the game it just does its thing. It doesn't, again, like I said, need to be won. It's just a case of needing to do this race in this car, and yeah, just gonna zip to that finish line, because realistically, like I said, here it's just touch drive and then hold that B button, and I'm just gonna go and do something else while this one grind itself away through the yards required for that one. So see you at finish line. Yeah, just heading towards it there, you can see Drift nearly 5,000 yards on that track. Which, yeah, 5,000 yards definitely translates to about 2 kilometers. But no, that should, be miles above the requirement for that one. Tier 25 unlocked. There's the percentage off the next bundle pass, should I come back for that. Whatever season appears next, who knows? Destroy 5 or fewer objects, though, in a Caribbean track. And yeah, like I said, I am just going to absolutely cheese that 100%, because there's no point whatsoever in doing that when it's easier to just pick the first race here. That's chapter 2 of the career. You can find all those Caribbean ones in Welcome to Paradise. Very first one, Resort Dash, and yeah, just pick any car at all for this one. It doesn't even matter. Like, I'm just going to use the BMW Z4 here. And yeah, turn off touch drive, click play, and just put the controller down. The reason I would say not to put it on touch drive is because obviously that will complete the race before it would get DQ'd. And the reason I'm not touching anything is because if you begin moving the car, then it will continuously reset and push it forward over and over again. But if you just leave the car here exactly on the starting line, it's never going to do that reset thing, and it'll just get DQ'd in a second. So again, warp to the finish line, or well, not finish line, but warp to this car exploding. No, so there we go. Took exactly 1 minute and 33 on that race, and yeah, just DQ'd, and I didn't destroy any objects other than my own car, of course. So that's like by far the easiest way of doing that. Just go and put on a cup of tea or so. Only ones I've got left here. Finish races first in San Fran, podium finish in Cairo, and then just finding Shanghai. So that's going to be to hit up some multiplayer and knock those out of the way, and then we pop back and take a look at these rewards. Now, and wow, did that take longer than expected. Yeah, Christmas did occur in the middle, which I was kind of hosting. Finished first in multiplayer once in San Fran. That's not too bad because San Francisco is a common enough track. You see it sometimes. But reached top 3 in multiplayer in Cairo. I don't know, was that bad luck for me? But that took easily around 50 to 100 races to see Cairo 3 times. And yeah, like coming top 3 isn't too bad because there was less players in them. But yep, I absolutely got completely like bogged down in that one for just way too long. I cannot stress how many races in multiplayer 1 and 2 I ran with that, just trying to see, because obviously you need to come in a podium place as well, so I had to kind of wait for my upper car, so Hurricane or Husaria, because we're just running it in touch drive all the time. And what I ended up doing eventually was just, when you would get a race, just quit out, just press start and quit, and then I was running it with the Husaria, so I would just like go quit, and as soon as you see the fact that it wasn't Cairo, like just quit out and try again. But that might just be bad luck for me, I'm not sure. But whoa, that took way longer than I expected. Rewards though, that's all of 2021 complete. It still feels like 2020 a small bit for some things, but let's see. The Apollo IE I don't think is still going to be unlockable with this one, but there is a couple of cool-ish rewards anyway. Reputation at least is the main one, so customization pieces will probably be trade coins from the thing, the weird emoji, some SART trade coins, more Apollo IE, but that's not gonna be enough to unlock that, I don't think, until maybe 2 weeks time. It's probably looking at a bunch of cars. Again, like with these season passes, these would be pretty class rewards for somebody starting off the game, even if you can complete these missions, because there's a ton of really nice blueprints inside here. Reputation and the season bundle unlocked already for me by episode 2. That's because, as usual in the last few seasons, I've gotten the bundle pass, so I am kind of further along in the missions than your player without those would be. 150k credits, that'll be going straight into Vanda Electric blueprints, 200 tokens, really nice for a few card packs, and what was the other thing here? 25% reputation gain, so pretty cool. I can get back from my Christmas holiday rep lacking in my club, and the discount on the next bundle pass. Those ones are always just, it's discount on next season bundle pass, so don't get your hopes up if you're getting that and thinking, oh, cheaper season pass next time. No, it's only the €30 pack turns into a €15 pack. It doesn't do anything to the €10 base one. Still handy enough. And let's see, where does that put me? So 275 tokens would net me 5 more blueprints, or is it 6? 5 more blueprints for the Apollo AE. It's still not going to be enough to unlock it, and I have no immediate use of it anyway, so I'm not going to be going too crazy on that. I don't think there's much. Possibly a fuel unit next week from the next set of missions, and another 5 blueprints for that Apollo IE on tier 33. If it'll cover enough of those, that would be cool. That would still just bring it up to 37 out of 45. So even with that, next week's likely just going to net me an extra fuel unit across the board, which is handy enough always with the longer ability to play with the cars you love. But that one's definitely it's not likely to be unlocked for another 2 weeks at the very least. I did mention Vanda Electrics. That one is, it's there sitting and waiting. 75 blueprints out of 50 so far, so more than enough to unlock it, but I don't have any reason to immediately. And my ZR1 there, I have enough to star that one up to, I think it's the 4th star. But again, I was just holding off on it until possibly having a reason to do that. Although there is an unleashed event in the game right now which makes use of that car at 3 stars. And as always, when it comes to these cars, if they're in that star up ready state here, the only downside to them is the fact that they can't actually be driven while they're like that. I usually keep them like that just in case there is a mission that says to star up any car. I'll take a look to see if in the full throttle season on global there was another star up mission that I will be needing that one for. Annoyingly enough, the upcoming missions, I can't actually see if there is one in them. I know that there isn't on missions for episodes 3 and 4 don't have a star up, and episode 6 doesn't have a star up, but there may well be one in the in-between missions because I can't find information on those online. Just one thing here on the Drive Syndicate 3 that's on in the game at the moment, just really be careful with that. If you hit a wall in that and you're like completely stuck out of Syndicate coins and you're uncertain of if you would be able to get around it by paying a little amount, just keep in mind that these Drive Syndicates in the past have always been like a little paywall, a fairly large paywall, and then they get ridiculous. So previously you had the one that had the ZR1, which you needed to pay, I think was it €20 a bunch of times to unlock that. But when you got past that gate, you immediately run into problems with other cars. So actually in Drive Syndicate 2 on the Switch, it was €10 at first to buy the Mazda Furai, and then you had the ZR1, which needed to be purchased as well. And I can't recall the next car that came in that event, but it effectively meant that you were spending hundreds of euros to be able to actually get access to the car. And yeah, it's going to be the same with this. So you'll see little things pop up here and there where there's like some offers Syndicate coins for a certain amount, and it might let you get past a certain paywall. But effectively, if you're looking at playing through this, you just remember that if you want to get all the way to that Bugatti at the end, you're looking at a price of at least kind of like €100, €200 if your garage is exceptional and your look is out of this world. If you're looking at the global price of that car, you're talking about €500 to get as far as the Bugatti. So don't go like starting to attack the paywalls without knowing the fact that you're looking at a crazy cost most likely before the end of that event. Now obviously play through it and unlock what you can. You get yourself access to the BMW i8 Roadster almost immediately, and yeah, that's like just take it as a free D-Class car. And yeah, if you can get any blueprints out of it for the 911 GT3 RS or any of the other cars. But do just be careful when it comes to like when you start hitting paywalls. Just remember the fact that like those first ones that are €2, €5, €10, they are not going to get you as far as the Bugatti. Definitely not. But yeah, that was finishing off episode 2 of this. Like I said, it took an exceptionally long time to get access to those Cairo tracks, and Christmas happened as well. Hope everyone had a nice holiday season, and hopefully looking forward to a more normal 2022. But yeah, guys, good luck with this as always. Sub button up there if you haven't clicked it already. If you have, thank you very much. And yeah, there's other videos from me here and here. And as always, drive safe.